Guys, we've been actually getting some work done lately, you know, and that might be something new on Pugliese Speed Shop. So we started thinking about other people that get work done. Made us think, oh, wait. So, you haven't seen around the shop all that much lately? That's because he's got the Jeep like as a daily driver now. He's got that project worked out with like one thing left on it. So there's only one thing left to do at that point, right? Buy another project. We're going to jump in the old Jeep, shoot over to old Wade's, and look at old Wade's new ride. As you can probably tell just by looking at the green effect on all these cars here, it's pollen season in Southern Maryland, which makes me very, very grateful that I don't have allergies. Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad, because I see the guys that do, and it's pretty awful. So, let's fire this guy up. All right. Gotta love this thing, right? Look at that. That's nice. We should probably clean that off. Or I'm gonna hope the wind does it, guys, because as much as this thing is like ratty, I'm weird in the fact that I don't like streaks on stuff, and I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, she's a little torquey. There we go. I'm trying to tear this up here. All right, guys. Off we go, and we'll talk about it on the way. Because, well, that's what we do. So, what do you guys think old Wade bought? He's been looking at the split bumper Camaros. He's, he's in the Jeeps. He's got a really nice F-250, got a Harley. What do you think he bought for a new project? It's kind of, he's kind of like me, man. He's like all over the place. So there's really no telling what he might have bought. Obviously, guys, we're in a Jeep here, and I keep thinking as I'm driving this thing, it's got a new noise like every trip. Things are not, some things aren't working. What I'm saying is, I think this might be our next project on the shop, on the channel. You know what I mean? Because it needs it, and I think it's earned it, man, because we drive this thing a lot. And I'm going to flip you guys around and show you what the first thing fixed might need to be. You guys ready? GM columns, you know it's an AMC, right? Which means all sorts of leftover parts. And they always do it. That's why I don't like the GM tilt and why I love the OBS. Well, one of the many reasons. All right, we're creeping up on old Wade's. But you look good in it.
When you hear the power steering pump,
That's how you know it's a Ford.
exactly. She rough, but
she's sexy.
she gonna shine up really nice.
Nice. So you wanna tell the world about your new project here?
All right. Well, 1976 F100 short box, one owner vehicle. She's pretty solid as far as rust goes. Cab quarters are solid, fenders are pretty decent, everything underneath is solid. The actually born date on it is a 75, and if you notice, the grill is a 75. So that's kind of an oddity. It was out of South Carolina. Found it in a shed somewhere, and it went through a tornado, and the pole barn fell down on it and smashed the back of it. So that's why it's got a different color tailgate. Other than that, just needs some TLC and a lot of it.
You started doing that already.
Well,
Just a little bit.
yeah. So
well, more of an assessment is what you're doing right now, huh?
yeah, the owner before me kind of hacked it.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't hack it enough where you couldn't come back from it, but hacked it enough where you do a lot of undoing. So,
We found a lot like that. You remember the Suburban? That's
Yeah.
all I was doing.
this is actually about like the Suburban. It's gonna need. I'm gonna rewire the whole thing. It's an abomination.
Yeah, we've seen that.
I mean bad. But they ran wires just to get it to run, which I get
But it
it.
was sitting for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then they basically got it running. Tried to do some goofy stuff with paint, but they didn't screw up the patina, which is great.
Yeah, the look of this truck, you cannot duplicate this.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a few blemishes here and there I think we can fix and make right. But I mean, the look of it, the way it was patinaed is money.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just the right amount of sweaty. Like, you can tell it did some work. It lived a life, but it was still cared for.
I actually like the wheels, even though they're Chevy wheels.
That might be my favorite part because they're Chevy wheels.
No. You can buy them for Fords, you just didn't.
Right.
So. But yeah, all the pieces are there. It's all there. It sits there and purrs.
Mm.
It's a little rough. It needs tuned up. Just did its first oil change. No leaks. I think maybe one of the valve covers leaks. We'll get to that. It's really rough underneath the engine.
Mm.
But I mean, for a one owner vehicle, she's solid. Does need floorboards. Rockers are solid. Inner rocker solid. Body mounts are solid. The bed's solid. So
We said the floors are basically just from people getting in and out with wet feet, huh?
yeah, that's what I was told. So like, they're not good. They're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see the bottom. Here, we'll take a look at it.
Oh, we've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, so
It's not bad, no.
But these are all solid. This is all solid.
Oh yeah, super solid. I mean, it's not even scratched.
You know, and the cab corners are all solid. I mean, even underneath, you look on the back side of them, they're good to go.
Pretty sure, like just where the seat mounts, that's all solid. And then like the center hump, the toe boards are all. I mean, that's. What do you say? It was 50-something thousand miles on this thing too.
Yeah, 51,000.
I just looked at my truck when I got home. It was 51 on that one too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're 10 years older than I am.
Well, the truck is. I am not older than you. Just for the record.
But yeah, so here you can see where
That's where that pole hit.
that pole come across and it hit right here. I think this is going to pop out, at least enough to keep the patina.
Mm.
I'm going to put a new back brace on the bed. This whole thing's going to get replaced.
Right, because it's. I mean, it's hit here, but this is. I mean, you're not going to get that back.
No.
It'd take hours of banging on it to get it close.
But the door's all shut nice.
Super, yeah, it's
solid that way. There's a couple rust spots in the fenders, but I'm going to run it like that.
She's the custom, huh?
The lowest model you could get.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it's a short box, so.
And that's what's awesome. Yeah, obviously I'm a short bed guy. I have three of them now. I guess I'm a fan, but it just looks right.
The colors are starting to grow on me a lot.
You didn't order the metallic P?
Metallic P? No, Antarctic Blue.
I love the color.
Because it's just different. You always see black ones. You always see the blue and white ones.
Right.
The blue ones.
See red a lot.
You do see red a lot.
You know, and anytime you do see this color, it's like a two-tone with a brown or a yellow or something with it, it seems like.
So this has the yellow pinstripe.
The pinstripe, yeah, but not a two-tone.
But usually they were
Yeah.
yellow top.
Right, something to
or
break
they
it
were
up.
two-tone. And that was when you ordered it. But this one here just came out all green,
Mhm.
which is actually kind of cool.
I dig it. I think it's really, it's like an almost an olive drab, but not really. I can't put a color.
Yeah, it's a weird green glow type color.
I wonder
It
what
is
the.
metallic.
I bet you, Ollie's gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, that's the exact color of with the paint code and everything," because he's a Ford guy.
So there is one online that somebody did all up that is this color.
Is that right?
Yeah. But I mean, they're hard to find. You don't find too many of them this color.
I honestly think this is. I remember my buddy Greg, his father had an F-250, and it was a two-tone with a yellow and I think a yellow, brown, and green in it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a solid green. Well, I guess I haven't now either because your tailgate's white.
Well, so that's true. And I'm looking for a new tailgate for it.
Right.
Even if this one here is pretty bad shape. It's bowed out.
Yeah, it's
They threw this on there.
just to get something. You can see she comes out a little bit there.
But the bed's going to get pulled back over. That's going to get fixed so this all lines up right. And then we'll just find a new one and patina it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll find a green one somewhere.
We're pretty good at making stuff look old, just by using it.
And this is the second side.
This is the one that's ready for the magazine cover. This
Yeah.
side.
But yeah, everything underneath is solid, even the drip rail.
Which
are
that's
solid.
well, it was inside, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then
So-
this has the rod in it too. But
New
it's
floors.
getting new floors. Hopefully they'll be here next week. So, but I mean, the rockers
Okay.
are solid.
That's awesome.
Inside.
Oh, we didn't show the custom stereo system.
Oh, that's stupid.
He was gonna say something else, guys.
I was. But
You see that in like street rods a lot, like Model A's and stuff like that. They'll put the stereo up there, which I admire that they didn't cut the dash part.
yeah, so where those two gauges are, that's something that fits in there. Those gauges aren't even hooked up; they're coming out.
Right.
I'm gonna put the original radio back in it.
You said you got a faceplate already in the
Yep.
glove box.
Got the faceplate. I did fix this so it actually works.
See all the little stuff. It's all the details, man.
So I do have the faceplate for it.
Awesome.
So that's cool. The dash I'll probably end up replacing with a black one, even though that's actually green.
That is really, it's like a dark green, and
I mean,
and that's not in bad shape.
not
There's a couple
terrible.
little cracks, a couple like hairline cracks. They're not even like falling apart. They're just cracks.
Yeah.
Which I mean, with time it'll get worse. Of course, that's what happens. But
That's the original seat,
which
which is not bad shape for
no,
50-year-old truck.
not at all. Dig the green, dude. I really do.
I did take the door apart to put all new weather seals in it because it was having a hard time rolling up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get that done before so it could be outside so it wouldn't get wet. I put a new regulator in it because this here was all stripped out. And that's a known thing on these. And then people epoxy them on there and you can't get it off.
You had to deal with that already.
Yep. That one's the same way, but that's next. That'll be next on the list. But this door's all done. Everything's good to go. I'm not going to put the panel back on it because I'm going to buy the wiring harness for the speakers and all that stuff. Get that ran. So when I put it back together, it's done.
One and done.
One and done.
Do it once, do it right.
And this is just the fun stuff. I mean, it's solid.
It is. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's life left in this paint, man. You could probably buff this out a little bit, and you'd see the patina more, like on the hood, like where you see the primer breaking through here.
Yeah.
I think we could that would kind of bring that out a little more too. It's hard to tell because there's like a little bit of pollen on it right now too, right? So it's like kind of
Well, it blends right in with
It
the
does.
pollen. You don't
You
have
can't-
to worry about that.
You gotta like really. I didn't notice it until I looked at the primer. I was like, oh, there is a little bit of pollen on there.
So, yeah, it needs the original antenna needs to get back.
Right, somebody just threw that one on.
Yeah, somebody just threw that on, but
Easy fix, but
I'll fix all that so it's correct. I'm gonna, whatever they did here in the front, I'm gonna fix. I think I am gonna go with a brush look, but
I like the brush look. I don't know. I don't like the painted look on the bumper and on the front there and stuff.
well, that's coming off.
Yeah.
When you do the brush look, that'll come off. And
I do like the brush, like brushed aluminum, brush whatever. I think that's a nice look.
yeah.
And
I'll
it's
clean all this stuff up that they missed. I'll take these back out and paint them right.
mm,
And that's how you know it's a 75 because it's got the pins on the side.
right. Are you saying that? Yeah.
It went away. It went away in 76.
So it's a 76 model. Obviously a 75 grill, 75 born on date.
It's a 75 born on date, August 75.
Yeah.
And that's according to the door, but it's titled as a 76.
So it's a super early 76
Yeah.
with some leftover 75 parts.
Basically.
That's how they did it back then. They're like, hey, we still got these. I throw it on that one.
Yeah, get rid of that. Which I wanted a 75, and since the born on date was 75, I didn't even realize the grill part of it until later.
Mm.
But
I like how the Ford, like it's just kind of like floats in there, the lettering.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
I do too. So now the Abomination. So the engine runs great. It's a 74 block.
Which we were trying to figure out if that was original or not still, huh?
I
could
don't
be,
know.
yeah.
Because it doesn't mean that if it was a late 74 block and they were putting it in this in 75, that would make sense.
Could happen, yeah.
But according to the numbers, it's a 74 block. So I'm assuming it's probably still original.
And there's really no, well, you'll see in a minute, but there's not a whole lot of evidence of it being removed.
Now, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it looks like it's been in there for since the born on date,
The funny thing is it doesn't leak.
which that's odd.
Very odd.
That's odd. It is only, if it is 51,000 original miles, I guess that's possible.
So here's where all the badness happens, and I've got a lot of work to do.
The wiring looks perfect, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's absolutely terrible.
It's not great.
Eventually, once I get this cleaned up and everything, I already took the air condition off it. So it had dealer installed air conditioning. It had the pump and everything here. That's what these lines are. Just zip tied them out of the way for now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can still move it and stuff and start doing some work on it. I took that off. Now I will put air back in it eventually because that's why I wanted an air conditioned truck. And the vintage air will fit right in there with the existing stuff.
So it'll still look, I didn't point that out on this side. How, so there was a dealer installed one, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, here's his AC. Now here's the heater and defroster. And that was from the factory, that would have been up there as well, huh?
Yes.
But now it's over here, which they did a great job with the integrating it in. It looks, I mean, it's a little wood grain on it, keeping it classy.
Well, because that's what they did with with the upscale. When you get into the XLTs and stuff, they
Right.
were wood grained, and that's why it has the Ford emblem there. That's how you can tell.
Oh yeah. See it?
That's all original.
Yep. So that was dealer installed 1975. That was factory installed 1975. The up here, not the gauges. But so that's why it's not run. It's kind of run like a vintage air system.
Yeah, it actually is, which is really cool. So when I replace it for vintage air, I'll be good.
I like it. So it'll be efficient, but look 100% original in there. That's nice.
Right. So it only came with a 2-barrel.
Right.
So somebody did change the intake, as you can tell. This is all shiny.
Right.
So they did change the intake and put this Edelbrock on it, which that's what everybody does, right?
Yeah, because it bolts on out of the box and runs.
Right.
That's it.
It does run. It needs tuned terribly. It runs super rich, but
Yeah.
I haven't got to that yet. Like I said, I just got this, so I haven't done a lot to it.
You've had it a week. You didn't get that rebuilt yet, dude?
Hey, calm down. I don't see this going on the road for at least a year. It's a lot of... I'm going to rewire the whole thing. I probably will put power brakes on it. I am thinking about. So the engine runs great. So it doesn't tick like normal
runs,
Fords do.
Right. There's no engine noise at all out of it. It sounds
Right.
legit.
It isn't tuned right, which I already know. I'll get to that. And then this abomination here, and all
the fire starter 102.
It's terrible, like absolutely terrible. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'd like to take the front clip off it and clean all this out and get it all back up to snuff, so it looks like new under here, but vintage out there.
1975 here tells the story out here. I like it.
So.
That's, I mean, and I've seen some vehicles, and I love that, because then you know this is legit, and you can see everything, you can work on everything, you can easily see leaks, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But you're not getting crazy with it either. I know you're not trying to, as much as you probably would like to put a Coyote in there.
After, I kind of look at it like this. Once I get it legit underneath and everything squared away where I like it and I can actually drive it. Enjoy it for a couple years, and maybe that's the next step. Lower it down, put the big dog in it, and let it eat.
But keep the patina outside.
Oh yeah,
that's not going nowhere.
That's staying. That's the biggest attraction of the truck for me.
This paint job took 50 years to look like this. It's, you don't want to screw that up. Mother Nature, she does better than we do.
This is going to be a lot of work and just tidying up, so I'm not even worried about it. And then, of course, it's 50-year-old suspension, so...
Yeah, we're just talking about kingpins and everything else, huh?
Yeah, it's probably going to need kingpin, all new suspension, probably, if I had to guess. And rust prevention, because it's a lot of surface rust, so...
And that's that balance you got to find when you do a patina vehicle, is protecting the patina, but don't making it too nice to ruin it.
Yeah.
But it's a balancing act. It really is.
Well, outside, besides this front grille and the tailgate, and then fixing those couple things, outside I'm doing nothing.
And I wouldn't either.
I mean, I'll replace a windshield eventually, just 'cause it's got that crack.
Right.
I mean, other than that, nothing outside. It's all going to be underneath and under the bonnet and the interior. I mean, it'll eventually get bucket seats, maybe a stick. I mean...
Well, if you got a Coyote in there, you need a 6-speed.
That's a long ways away. I'm good with a built-up 302 with a 6 or 5-speed.
Yeah, with the overdrive out of it.
Yeah.
302 is a great motor, man. I mean, they had it for years, ran it for years.
Yeah. Probably
one of their most populars. I mean, I constantly think about that 5-liter Mustang I had. That's all I had in a 302 with a 5-speed. Get after it, though.
We'll jump in it.
Yeah.
We'll try it.
See how it goes?
All I can do is frame this, right?
What could go wrong?
At least your window works.
Oh, your window don't work?
No, it works.
See, just like the Suburban with that push button start.
Yeah, well. Idle's got to come up on it some.
It's probably why it keeps dying. See, there it is right there.
Yeah, this is it.
This is not often we catch old Wade smiling on camera. We did it. He did it.
It's rough, but we can do it. Do it the old Chaz loop down the end of the neighborhood.
Come back. You don't want to get too far in case you're going to walk back, man.
Go too fast, she don't handle the best.
It handles like a front porch, right?
Yeah, it definitely handles like a 50-year-old vehicle. But hey, it runs. Not well, but it runs.
It runs well.
You can hear that power steering pump.
Well, that's how you know it's a Ford.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, ain't it?
Don't mind us.
We got this. She's a floater.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't expect anything else. Do you have any gauges over there or no?
The temp gauge works, the oil gauge works,
That's all you need.
and that's about it. These are just for looks.
Right.
This doesn't work at all.
Ah, man, we want some tunes, man.
Yeah, they have. That's coming out. I can't handle it.
I mean, I've seen worse, honestly.
I'll make this cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure out something to do there. It don't sound too bad.
I actually like the sound. It's like deep and throaty, but it's not like every other, you know. We made it back.
Oh yeah, I think it would ride all right.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get the key working so I can put my cigarette lighter back.
Gotta be able to light the smoke, huh? I like it.
Well, that's the beginning.
I definitely like it. See, old Wade tends to do things a little more intelligent than I do, because if you notice, this one's over here. It's his daily driver. Been treating him well. And he said, okay, now I'll get another project. He didn't say, let me buy 17 things at once and not get anything done. So.
Well, I don't know what episode it was. We went over that, and I redid that and got that all going.
Oh, yeah.
And I drive that every day to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's got cruise and air, and that's all you need.
That's it. Good looking Jeep.
Not probably the best daily driver with the fuel mileage, but I'm not getting stranded, so
That's what's important. You know, gas mileage is whatever, dude. That's a byproduct of, I don't know. I got nothing to say.
And that was a quick turnaround to get that up and running and right.
Within a month, huh?
Yeah, I had it daily driving in a month. It still has some stuff I got to do to it.
Well, they always do.
I just put the headliner in it. I got the seat to do, and I need a paint job out over the top. So.
Oh yeah, I can do a little repair there. Old Stevie's gonna take that job on for us. You gotta have a paint guy, man.
Yeah, he's gonna. He said he would take care of that. Just got to get it there and get it done.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's good to go.
Nice.
I think I'm getting ready for another oil change even.
It's the third one, isn't it? We see like 10,000 miles on this
I've
thing
got
already.
about 10,000 on it, or coming up on 10.
And it was sitting for years when you found it, huh?
Yeah, but
It's all about, man. Put them back out there where they belong.
160,000 on it.
And she's loving it. She's out there every day taking you to work. Probably she's loving it just as much as you are.
She don't love it as much as she thinks she does. She's finicky now and then. But I can't figure out what's wrong with it. But now we're moving over to this project.
Yep.
This is going to take me quite a long time.
It's definitely gonna be worth it, man.
Yeah, I just want to make it just smoke the tires right off. I mean, even you wouldn't have to smoke tires. You could drive it like it is. It'd turn heads.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
still rough, but
that's what I like best about it. I think the look is perfect. You know, they say, you know, you getting the black paint off the bumper and the grill and whatnot, making it the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
Nice set of wheels and tires on it.
Eventually we'll lower it and put bigger tires on it and bigger engine and all that good stuff. All in good time, man.
That's it, man.
This is the long haul project.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
No. And this thing has done nothing but fight me every step of the way. Like, everything I've done to this thing has been just obnoxious. An oil change, obnoxious. So,
We'll get it.
all in good time.
We got
See more.
Oh yeah, we'll be over here every step of the way, and so floorboard should be in next week, and then
The box, and
yeah, straighten that all out and everything else.
I keep looking for a tailgate that's that color. I'm not sure I'm gonna find one, but if I can find one that's just decent, you can order a brand new one for $500.
Right.
But I don't want to do that. I want it to be beat up a little bit.
So it matches the truck, yeah, because it'll stand out if it's not.
Yeah, if it was brand new, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
And if you buy one brand new and you try to make the paint look like it's not, it's going to stand out even more that the metal's brand new. Yeah, so you got to find the right.
I think you could make the paint look right, but the dents and the dings and
Yeah, you need a little bit of life to it. Yeah, a little bit of story to tell. That's I think, anyways.
yeah, absolutely. And the power steering pump's got to go. I can't stand the whine.
Well, you got Chevy wheels, you got a Chevy alternator. You might as well put a Chevy power steering pump in. That's where things work right, man. You know what I'm
They
saying?
made Saginaw pumps for Ford. So, all good, man.
Yeah. We got any words of wisdom to pass on to the dozens of viewers that might see this?
Well, you know what Chaz always says.
Hmm.
If you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, got to put in some work.
You heard it here.